What's up, guys? My name is Devin, also known as FBE, and welcome back to another episode of Footballrs. In today's video, we're going to be doing another episode of the What Players Wear on the Field series, and today's guy is going to be Jalen Hurts of the Philadelphia Eagles. Before we get into the video, do me a favor and drop a comment on who you guys want to see featured in the next episode of this series. We do look at these comments when we're deciding who to feature next. Just in case you guys forgot or need a quick refresher about what we do in these videos, we take a player. For this episode, it's going to be Hurts. We talk about their gear head to toe, helmets, cleats, shoulder pads, you name it. We're going to talk about in this video. I'm going to tell you guys pretty much everything I know about the product. I'll tell you guys what the product is, what colorways they wear it in, why they wear it, and where you guys can buy it for yourself. As always, we're going to kick things off at the top, which means it's time to talk about Jalen Hurts' helmet. Since his days in college at Oklahoma and Bama, he has been in the RIDDELL SpeedFlex. Not only is the SpeedFlex the most common helmet in the NFL, it is by far the most popular helmet chosen by QBs. The Flex is a 5-star rated helmet with top-of-the-line protection and very modern styling. As you guys probably know, the SpeedFlex has a hex panel placed at the very front of the helmet, and what this does, it actually flexes to absorb impact and keep it from getting to your head. Overall, it's a safe, comfortable option, perfect for any QB or pretty much any other position out there. If you guys want to get a SpeedFlex like me, they're about 520 bucks from our good friends over at Green Gridiron. Next thing we're going to talk about is his face mask. On his SpeedFlex, Hurts is rocking with the SF-2BD-SW face mask. This is a pretty standard mask from RIDDELL, and it offers plenty of visibility. Of course, being a QB, Hurts needs that visibility so he can go through his reads and make a decision. And this mask allows him to do that, no problem. If you guys want to get this exact same face mask, Green Gridiron has them for 110 bucks. Also, just something to keep in mind as you guys watch this video, every single product you guys see in this video will be linked in the description below. So if you guys use those links, it does help out the channel. So we appreciate you guys checking them out. Next thing we're going to talk about is Jalen Hurts' visor. For nearly his entire NFL career, Jalen Hurts has been wearing some sort of visor on his football helmet. Nearly every single game this season, he has gone with the DAKLEY clear visor. Specifically, this is Oakley's Pro Visor, which is catered to fit the curvature of the SpeedFlex face mask and fit SpeedFlex helmets flawlessly. It is pretty rare to see a QB wearing a visor because often they can fog up or get scratched and impede the QB's vision, but if there's any type of weather out there, he has the EQ staff take it off immediately. Just in case you guys are not sure what a visor is or why guys wear it, visors are an excellent way to protect your eyes from random things like dirt, turf pellets, or even fingers. If you guys want to get the Oakley Pro Clear Visor, it's going to cost you 71 bucks from Green Gridiron. Next thing we have to talk about is shoulder pads. Since his days in college, Hurts has been rolling with the RIDDELL CPX shoulder pads. These are a pretty popular pad from RIDDELL. These do have a bit of a larger appearance in comparison to some of the other slimmer shoulder pads we've talked about, but you do get a lot of protection and you can also move freely, which is key. In these pads, Hurts is able to be protected while running the football, and then he has enough freedom to sling the ball wherever he needs to. These are a great option for QBs, and you guys can get them for about 700 bucks from RIDDELL. With those shoulder pads, Hurts wears the Power SPX rib belt from RIDDELL. It's very common for QBs to wear some sort of rib protection because as a QB, your ribs are extremely vulnerable when you're passing in the pocket or when you take off downfield. This specific rib protector, the SPX rib belt, is a little bit on the bulky side, but it is made from a lightweight foam material. Basically, this gives Hurts a nice lightweight feel, but he's still going to have some really solid protection around his ribs and his back. So no matter what Hurts decides to do, whether he's sitting in the pocket or taking off down the field, he's going to be fully protected. Overall, these are an excellent accessory for any QB looking for a little bit of extra protection. If you guys want to grab one of these for yourself, they're going to be 130 bucks from RIDDELL. This episode is actually sponsored by us, Footballrs. We have decided to come out with our very own shirts, sleeves, and ski masks. We are constantly talking about what the pros are wearing, and we wanted to give you guys the same access to the same gear. For these shirts, we are using high quality Nike blanks, which means they are pretty expensive for us, but we want you guys to have the best. With total transparency, we are making very little money on these, but we really want you guys to have these. Also for these shirts, you guys will have the ability to add your name, number, IG handle right there on the sleeve and add to your game day drip. We also have some sleeves and ski masks up on the site as well. We are super pumped to announce this to you guys, and now you guys can wear exactly what the pros are wearing. Check out the items on our site at footballrs.itemorder.com or click the first link in the description below. Next thing we're going to talk about is Jalen Hurts' glove. For a couple games this year, Hurts has opted to wear a glove on his non-throwing hand. Now this glove isn't your traditional receiver glove. This is a special glove built for QBs by Nike. The glove has an extremely thin back of hand, so it barely feels like you're wearing anything at all, and a leather palm for a little bit extra grip. This glove just helps Hurts get a little bit of extra grip in those cold or rainy games, and honestly, it's a pretty good accessory for any QB to rock. Unfortunately, Nike only makes these for NFL and college football teams, so you guys probably can't get your hands on them. I can't seem to find this exact glove anywhere online, but there is some similar leather palm options out there on eBay. The next accessory we're going to talk about is minor but important. That's going to be a towel. Jalen Hurts wears an NFL-issued Wilson towel. There's not really much to say about this. It's a towel. It helps him keep his hands dry so he can grip it and rip it. It's time to talk about Jalen Hurts' football cleats. We have seen Hurts wear an absurd 8 different football cleats so far this season. Nearly every single game, Hurts has worn multiple pairs of cleats in the exact same game. If you guys don't believe me, I'll put a screenshot of kind of his catalog and what cleats he wore and when he wore them. Before we dive into the cleats fully, I do want to say I have confirmed Jalen Hurts is not a Jordan brand athlete. All of these Eagles colorway Jordans he's been wearing this season are PEs, but they don't belong to Jalen Hurts. They belong to Jordan Howard. Jordan Howard was a Jordan athlete and briefly an Eagle at the same time Jalen Hurts was a rookie. My belief is that when Howard left Philly, he said, "Here, Jalen, here's all this insane cleat heat," and Jalen has been wearing them all season long. Now let's dig into what specific cleat heat Jalen Hurts has been wearing this season. The first pair is this beautiful pair of Jordan 12s in a black and green colorway. Hurts wore these at the very beginning of the season. If you guys look super closely, you can actually see Jordan Howard's number 24 on the heel tab, proving that once upon a time, these were his PEs designed for him. The next pair is a simple pair, a pair of white and black Jordan 10s. Then we have another pair of 10s. This one is black and green with green snakeskin. Hurts seems to wear these a lot, and they're definitely one of my favorites. Then we have a third pair of Jordans, and this pair was black on black. Doesn't get much cleaner than that. Next up, we have a pair of Jordan 1s that he wore for a little bit. This pair is black, white, and green, and I think they look pretty good with the Eagles uniform. Then for a very brief moment during week 14, he pulled out a triple white pair of Jordan 1. These ones were stupid clean, and I really hope he wears them a couple more times this season. The next one seems to be a fan favorite, the Jordan 11 Concords. Now these, of course, are an iconic basketball shoe, and I think they look just as good on the gridiron. Lastly, we are on the final pair of cleats, and these ones are a good one. These are a pair of Jordan 11s in a triple white colorway. I think these are the cleats that Hurts wore the most, and I honestly don't blame him. They look absolutely incredible. You can never go wrong with all white. There you guys have it. There's a full head-to-toe breakdown on Eagles QB Jalen Hurts. Honestly, he keeps it pretty simple, but as far as QB swag goes, this is top tier. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, like this video right now, comment who you guys want to see featured in the next episode, and subscribe for more videos just like this one. My name is Devin, also known as FBE, and thank you guys so much for tuning into another episode of Footballers.